Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. My name's Elisa, and I'm the daughter of Dick and Sarah, and I'm sharing the letters my late parents wrote to each other during my dad's year-long deployment to Vietnam. I'm sharing them one letter at a time, one day at a time, just as they were written. Today's letter was written by my mom, Sarah, on July 29th, 1971. She's 4 months pregnant and has just arrived in Miami to stay with her friend Judy. On the surface, it's a vacation, rest and relaxation, a break from her life in San Antonio. But this trip is also something more. My parents were already thinking about what life would look like after the war, and Miami was on their minds. In fact, it's where they eventually moved. It's where they raised me. For now, though, Sarah is catching her breath. There are lazy mornings, liquor store runs, and 2 kittens named Frick and Frack. She's sleeping on a waterbed and laying down house rules about where and where not to have sex. And in the middle of it all, she's still writing to my dad, her husband, her lover, her whittle chickadee, who's still flying rescue missions in Vietnam. This letter is funny and hot and full of the kind of longing you can only write when you're thousands of miles away from the one person you want the most. Let's get into it. 29 July, Thursday. Hi, my precious husband. How does this letter find my darling? Loving me? I bet you are. 'Cause I be loving you. Boy, it's so nice here in the beautiful city of Miami. We slept late. The waterbed is fantastic for getting you to sleepy. I don't even remember falling to sleepy, and usually I have to really concentrate on relaxing enough to actually rest. The only thing is, my back hurt a little because it gives absolutely no support. I don't think we'd ever invest any money in one, although it's fun for a change. After we got up, we had some OJ and a sandwich, then went to the pool and into the rays of sunny South Florida. We didn't rush into it, you understand. Baby, it got up to 87 degrees today, with a constant breeze. I'd forgotten just how nice it was here. Even my sweet hubby would love to just relax in these rays. Ha. I got 2 precious letters from my special lover today. You do write the best, most loving, and wonderful letters in the whole wide world. I love you so very much. I told Dick and Judy the ground rules of the house. Number 1, no noises I can hear in my room. Number 2, no fucking in front of me. I've had to put enough quarters in the bank without any help from them. In other words, I don't need to see them to get turned on. I turn on just by thinking about my whittle chickadee. Did I tell you Judy has 2 kittens? If not, she does, and they are so cute. Judy and Dick have gone over to his mom's to fix something for her. There was a big bag on the floor. Frick is hiding inside, and Frack is trying to get him. It's really cute. How about those names? The thing about kittens is, they don't bother you unless you want to be bothered. They're loving, too. After these rays, I'm going to look like a native on R&R. We came in, showered, etc., then went to the liquor store and grocery store. I bought my gin and tonics and paid for half of the food. Judy didn't want me to, but I insisted. I'm not a fucking guest. I am here for R&R, before our R&R, and I'd have to eat whether I was in San Antonio or here. I'd have to pay for my food if I were home. Don't you agree? Then we stopped by McDonald's and got a Big Mac and fries for dinner. We weren't in the mood for cooking. Judy likes to cook about as well as your wife. Ha! Only she hasn't been as lucky as one Mrs. Allgood. Her Dick also hates to cook, so she has to feed him something. Baby, the mail isn't delivered until 12:30 or 1 here, so your letters don't go out until then. Let me know if there's a problem getting your mail. That is, if it's any worse than it was. I get up and go to the post office to mail them. Okay, do you realize how the time is moving now? At least for me. I think when I was waking and getting up so early, the days seem like weeks when I was working and getting up early. When you start at 5:30 and don't go to bed until late, it makes for a long day. Now, I sleepy late, go to bed pretty early, and the time is finally passing a little faster. I thought the bit about both you and Pi having had previous wives with the name Nancy is funny. What did he say about you being married to a Nancy? Does he know a girl named Sarah? Because Sarah Jane loves you dearly. And I can't believe you guys fucked up the anniversary present. What was the difference in the 2 watches? She'll probably love it anyway. I know I'd love anything my darling sends me. I'd cherish it. You know what? Your wife is getting whittle freckles on her nose. Looks kinda cute. I don't think you'll mind, whittle chickadee. I love you so much. I can't wait. I will wait until I hold you again in Hawaii. Do you think you'll be ready for a good blowjob? I'm going to eat and suck my shaft until you blow your mind. Or my mouth. Ha! Then I want you to French funk my tits until they hurt. They're so big now, you'll probably get enough friction to climax too. I know I can't. It can't hurt to eat, suck, and French fuck. I'll ask Dr. Brecken about intercourse. I think he'll say as long as we're gentle and don't go too deep, it'll be okay. I asked Jean Sabato, and that's what she said too. Anyway, I'll check. I'm going to CP right after 1/4. Writing about our sex turned me on like you can't believe. I love you forever and always. Your little chickie, Sarah. While Sarah is lounging by the pool and mailing letters and making McDonald's runs, my dad is still in the middle of a war zone. He's still waking up every day, not knowing what will come next. And she knows that. She never pretends otherwise. This letter is full of heat and humor, but it's also full of devotion. She might be on vacation, but she never checks out. Her thoughts are always with him, and through these letters, every day, they find a way to stay connected, no matter the distance. Thank you for listening to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. If you'd like to support this project, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods love. Your support helps me keep sharing these letters, one page, one voice, one day at a time. Be back soon.